Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel, the go-to place for moms who are looking to go from burnt out to knockout and transform their habits, bodies, and wallets. Okay, today I am going to be going in on how to just smash your morning routine and how to actually get up early as a mom, even if you're not a morning person. I certainly was not a morning person when I first started doing this. And usually when I first start to incorporate this with my clients, there's so much resistance because everyone loves their sleep, right? But trust me when I say that these are the easiest things that you can do to transform each and every single day, and then your life. Honestly, honestly, that's how passionate I feel about this subject. So I want you to stay until the very end because I'm going to be going through 5 main things that I do and that works for me and all of my clients in terms of how to get up early when you are a busy mom. Okay, so let's get into it. So, straight to it, how to get up early and start your day on your terms and not on your kids' terms. This one is so key. It's something when I first started waking up early that I didn't realize how much it actually benefited me to be going through my day on my own terms, honestly, to not be in a reactive state, but rather a proactive state in how I handled my day. And when I am not in the midst of doing my morning routines, or if I let it slide a little bit, which we all do at certain times, I really notice it. Like for example, right now I am about 24 weeks pregnant with my twins, but it means throughout the whole first trimester when I wasn't feeling well, nauseous, so tired as you get, I found it really difficult to wake up and do my morning routines, and honestly I felt it. I felt such a difference. So I really mean it when this is tried and tested how to do it, and I hope that you are taking notes because you are not going to want to miss any of these points. I do want to say before I get into it though, that when I am talking about moms, I am not necessarily talking about moms of newborns and brand new moms who are mombies, right? Mom zombies. If your little one right now isn't allowing you to sleep more than 2 to 3 hours a night, I would not recommend trying to incorporate a morning routine like I'm going to explain, because what is the most beneficial for you, honestly, at this time is your sleep. So don't worry about it. I wouldn't start any of this until your little ones are at least sleeping throughout the night, or at least, you're getting like a solid 6 to 7 hours, the good stuff. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is get the timing right, okay? Get the timing right for when you are actually going to wake up and go about doing your morning routine. So for example, what works for me is 5:30 a.m. And this, I'm not saying 5:30 a.m. As a blanket recommendation for you by any means, but it's because that is the time that works for me in terms of that it gives me enough time before my little one wakes up where I can accomplish what I've decided is crucial for my morning routine. That is about an hour for myself. For some of the women that I speak to and work with, even just 15-minute works for them. Maybe if your little one gets up a little bit later, if you're one of the lucky ones, then that means you don't have to wake up till maybe about 6:45. Whatever you feel like will make you actually get up and excited to do this morning routine is how much time you should allot yourself, okay? I don't want you to go crazy and think that you need an hour, 2 hours, etc. Like an hour of meditation in order to be successful with your morning routines. Absolutely not. But figure out a time that gives you enough of your own time before your little one wakes up. So think about the activities that you actually want to accomplish and backtrack it, right? Reverse engineer it from there. Is it 30 minutes that you need? Is it up to an hour that you need? Whatever is going to work for you. The second most important thing for learning how to get up early as a mom is making sure that it is all about you, okay? What is not going to work here is you are not going to get amped and excited to be getting out of bed early before your family if you know that it means you're just getting ahead on your to-do list. You know, if it means that you're just going to be in your kitchen at 5:30 a.m. in the dark, like putting mayonnaise on a sandwich and getting everyone's lunches together, right? That is not going to work for you. You need to make this time completely about you and prioritize what's going to get you in the best headspace, what's going to make your body feel good, and what is just going to get you ready and buzzing for the day, ready to tackle what being a mom actually is, right? So that means you need to think about all the mindful practices that you might have heard about and maybe are a little bit intrigued about, or the ones that you kind of want to do, but you always like put to the past and think, I'll do it later, and then you never end up doing it, right? So I think that the best examples really are just simple journaling or a gratitude journal, meditation. There are so many good meditation apps these days as well. Meditation, breath work, amazing. I am going to do so many more videos about breath work because I'm an avid practicer of this. Visualization or exercise, yoga, stretching, okay? I definitely recommend exercise in the morning. Absolutely amazing. It doesn't have to be anything crazy like a 6-miler before everyone wakes up or anything like that. Even just a really good 15-minute, 20 minutes in your lounge can be amazing for how energized you feel and how optimistic you feel in the day, okay? So I want you to think about your top 2, maybe even 3 practices that actually lights you up and would make you excited and feel like it was beneficial for you to be getting up and doing them. So for example, myself personally, this is just me again, but what I really find is super important is that I get my exercise done first and foremost as soon as I wake up. So what I do is I go downstairs, I go into the home gym that we have, I do a workout, and there in the gym, afterwards I do my meditation and my breath work, and then if I have a little bit extra time, I'll throw in my journaling there as well, and then I go up and shower, and bam, then usually, because I worked it all out and I tweak it depending on my daughter, usually then she will wake up. My third tip in terms of learning how to get up in the morning as a busy mom and getting that morning routine cemented into your daily practices is to ease into it. I really mean it when I say ease into it. If you go out and you right now let your kids wake you up and you don't have any of these practices down pat, and you are thinking that you are going to go and just start waking up at 5 a.m. 6 days a week, I'm sorry to say, but you will get burnt out if that is what you are planning on doing. The very best way to do this is to ease into it. So think about which 2 or 3 days you can do during the week that would have the most minimal impact on you. So if that means maybe if you work part-time, do it on the days where you don't need to get yourself and the kids and everyone out of the house or what have you. Just think about what days realistically would have the least impact and have the least resistance to do, and do it that way. Start off just 2 or 3 times a week. Following week, add in 1 more day, etc. And then I'm a big fan of recommending that you should only do it 5 to 6 days. You need at least 1 to 2 days on the weekends to just have a lie-in, have family time with your partner or hubby, and just relax, okay? You will burn yourself out if you try to do this 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. or what have you starts every single day, trust me. Another very useful tip is to don't let the opportunity to ignore your alarm actually happen. So what do I mean by that? I am talking all logistics here. I mean actually move your alarm or your phone so you have to actually get up and turn it off when it goes off. Another very useful tactic is Mel Robbins' 5-second countdown. If you've never heard this, this is the notion that when your alarm actually goes off, you count down from 5 to 0. And once you get to 0, you just get up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That is what you're doing. I use this myself all the time, and what I always think is when it gets to 0, I always tell myself the best version of yourself now gets up. The best version of yourself gets up with ease. Changing that around and acting as if you are already living as that super productive, like knockout version of yourself that we all are aiming to be. She just does that effortlessly, and it's just changing your mindset in that frame. Another great thing is to, if you have a hubby or a partner, is to tell them your intent to get up in the morning, because when you have that extra person just kind of giving you a nudge saying, like time to wake up, etc., you are way more likely to actually get up than if it's kind of just this secret little plan in your head, you know what I mean? And they are usually loving reminding you, because it means they get the whole bed, right? So they're like, yeah, sure, I can remind you, babe. And lastly, prep the night before. This is exactly how it sounds, really. This means that you should know exactly what you're going to be doing in your morning routine when you get up, before you actually do it, before that alarm even goes on, okay? So if you're going to be exercising, that means laying out all your clothes that you need to change into the night before. I definitely recommend doing this routine and getting up somewhere other than in your bedroom and in your bed. It's having your own space to go to and do all of the mindful practices and just be on your own. Like I said before, this is all about you, okay? So have your own space to do it, okay? It doesn't matter if you don't have a specific room in your house to allocate to this. Of course, that doesn't matter. It just means you have an idea and a place that you can go and do it all and just be alone, where the kids won't come and find you. They're asleep and you are just having the mom time, so you really can go through your day energized, productive, and just feeling amazing, because this is exactly how you do this. This is exactly how you go through your day as the best version of yourself, as that knockout version, is you make sure that you are ready and doing these practices. I also find it's really helpful if you do it in the same area in your house day in, day out, because specific areas actually do retain the vibes, the energy of what you're actually doing. So if you're more on the spiritual side and you are meditating and doing the breath work, if you do that in the same area in your house every single day, it actually becomes easier to do it. I was skeptical when I first heard this as well, but from my own practice and from what I've recommended and heard from other women who I've told this to, it's worked really, really well. So find a little area, find a little corner in your house that is going to work, and try it out and let me know, because it really, really does. So that is it. Doesn't that sound a lot easier to actually learn how to get up, both in terms of a practical sense and the mindful work, to actually smash your day and accomplish everything you want to do? Like, I really mean it when I say that this is crucial for how I operate as a mom and as a business owner and just as a happy person in general. When people ask me how I'm able to do and actually get up in the morning, I do have to go through a little bit in terms of, trust me when I say that I'm not naturally a morning riser, and sometimes some mornings are harder than others, but it is definitely worth it in the end. As soon as you actually start and you're actually doing things for yourself that you like, right, that you don't feel like you're forced to do, you realize how crucial it is to actually be getting up in the morning. It becomes easier and easier. You really do just need to start and ease into it, as I said, and you will get there. I hope this video has been extremely helpful though. Give it a thumbs up below and make sure that you are subscribing. I release new videos every Thursday, so I would absolutely love if you were following and making sure that you are up to date with going from burnt out to knockout. So I will see you all very, very soon.